all under 10 bucks, and you can get them all for under $30. Hi everyone, I'm Mike and welcome back to Outdoor Adventure and Gear. And today guys, we're going to take another look at 5 more great products from Temu. Now I'm really excited to put this video up because these products that I got from Temu, they're probably some of my all-time favorites so far. And at the time I'm filming this, Temu's cart limit I think right now is $20. I'm not sure if they'll change that anytime in the future just because the app is getting so popular. But right now, to get free shipping, you have to have at least 20 bucks in your cart. But for free shipping and the value you can get, for me right now, it's worth it. And as always, guys, I want to stipulate, Temu does not support us or this channel in any way. These are just things I found at a great price. I've tested them, I've used them, and I want to share them with you just because I know how tight money is these days. And if you can get a great product for a great price, I'm going to put it out there. And without further ado, here we go. The first one I'm going to put up, although it may be the most inexpensive on this list, to me, and anyone who knows I love coffee, it's pretty much one of the most important ones. And I came across this, well, they list it as a one piece, but actually it's 2 pieces, but it's a 1-piece coffee filter sieve. They show a couple other things on the listing of that it can be used for. I'm sure you can put herbal teas or anything like that in here. But of course, I'm a coffee guy, and that's what I love. Now, on my scale, this weighs just over a ½ ounce. So it weighs nothing. It has a hole in the handle for which you could attach a lanyard through it or put this on a pack. I have been sticking this in a Molle pocket on one of my packs. I just love it. I'm going to show it to you here, but it might not be really clear. I'm going to put another little window up so you can see what it looks like. Now, don't do what I did when I first got this. When I first purchased this, I was popping it off here. That's your pivot point. What you want to do is actually, it has a little, you can't see it, there's a little tiny piece of plastic right there. And what you do is you basically will turn it like that. Put your coffee in, turn it. It has a great little latch, which does a great job at keeping it secure. I've used this many times. I absolutely love it. It has kept me from making a mess in my pack or even on the outside of my pack. Because what I've been doing is I've been putting my coffee in it when I've been out, you know, boil my water, do everything like that. Then basically you just stick this in your water, stir, and you will not believe how good that works. And when I'm done, I basically walked offside the camp, smacked it, it's done, and it dries in no time. It says this is made of a polypropylene. I'm guessing that's probably accurate, that's what it is. And this is like a small stainless steel mesh, although they don't list it on the website that it's stainless steel, but from what I can see, it's stainless steel, and it has worked exceptionally well. If you're a coffee drinker and you like going out in the backcountry, I highly recommend this because I'm going to start putting some of my flavored coffee in here, like cutting open some of my coffee pods and then putting that in here just because it tastes so well. But yeah, number 1 is a hit out of the ballpark. I love this thing. I recommend it. It's a win-win. This is a win-win. And plus, as when I bought this, I only paid $1.07 for it. I'll put the price up here, what it's going for now. That's number 1. Now, number 2 is this portable fire starter kit. I'm going to show it to you up close in a second. But I purchased something almost exactly like this a long time ago. I'm talking probably 10 years ago on Amazon. But it was only about half this size. This is, you can see, is the size of my hand. Of course, I'll be putting pictures up to show the sizes of it. It can make a lot of tinder. The one I had before was only literally about half of this size. And I'm sorry to say I've lost it in time. I couldn't find it. But when I saw they had this and this size, I instantly purchased it and have been using it ever since. Now, it is nothing but a block piece of plastic. It has a hole which you can attach a lanyard to or attach this to something if you want. This right here is a stainless steel grate. It reminds me of a cheese grater, if it's the best way I can put it for you. But it's these angles and these blades are made specifically for shaving wood. You pop the lid off. It comes with its own little ferro rod and its little striker. The ferro rod itself is about 2.5 inches with a little handle, and it does a good job at raking along it and getting a spark going. I've only used this maybe twice because I prefer my big meaty one I have, but it does work, and it's great that it comes along with this kit. When the lid is on, and the one thing I like about this one better than the other one I had, if you can see that lid, it looks like it doesn't fit, but what it does is it fits very tightly. You have to get it in there. Now the older one I had used to fall off, and that was a pain in the butt at times because I'd be raking this along a stick and sometimes it would flop off. This one does not come off because they made it tight. It is a very tight fit. And this right now is going for $6.62 on Temu, but the other one I purchased all those years ago, I paid over $11 for it, and it was only half this size, which means it only produced half the tinder. And for those who might not be familiar with these, you basically get a stick, you're gonna take this and you're gonna grate, and what it does, it collects up all the shavings inside this little box. And then you pop the box open, put that, hit your ferro rod to it, and you have a fire. These are very efficient. The one I used so long ago, and it was actually yellow too, the one I used so long ago actually helped me perfect my fire making. Was a great help for me for when I didn't have something like this with me. It taught me exactly what the shavings should look like for me to get them to start a fire. I highly recommend it. On my scale, this weighs 5 ounces with the striker and everything inside. It's a great piece of kit, a great piece for anyone even just learning how to make fires or learning how to use tinder. I highly recommend it, and it only comes in the one color yellow, which I'm happy of because I told everyone I'm starting to make all of my stuff anything but black or dark blue. I have a hard time of finding things in my pack anymore, and I'm not doing that. So there you go, portable fire tinder maker. Number 3 is something you've already seen on the channel, is this portable camping stove. It's 4 pieces as far as the stove, and it comes with its own little grill. It does come in this little bag. I do appreciate that it's black because it does get dirty when you have a fire in it. We all know that. It comes with a little bit of string through it. It's not the best bag. I can't say this bag is going to last long term, but if you keep everything in its place, it's going to last me a while. I can't say it's going to last everyone else a while. It's not the most durable bag, but it does keep everything in this kit, in this size platform, and it does keep me away from the soot. I'm going to take it out separate and show it to you guys because it's going to be loud on camera, but you can see you do have plenty of room putting it in and out of the bag. It's not, super tight and you got to shove it in there. Okay, again, here's the bag. I'm going to set that aside. And here is all of the stove together. Look at that small little platform, and that's with the grate. There's your, all the stove is by itself, those 4 pieces, and then there's your grate. On my scale, everything included, all of it together is 14 ounces. Take that as you want. I can't say it's ultra lightweight stove, but I do like the fact of what you can do with it. I've used this grate, and as you can see, as of right now, it's still holding its own. It's doing what it has to do. If anything fails on this whole platform, it's going to be this grate, and if it does, I'm going to purchase a separate grate because they have nicer grates that you can buy. I'm going to get one on Amazon, and if I do, I'll match it up to this, and I'll put a short up to show you guys. But right now, this little grate is working well. I didn't think it would when I cooked on it, and the first time I used it, I was afraid to put my beans on it because I thought it was actually going to, you get that fire hot enough, I thought it was going to burn through, but it hasn't so far, so that's a good thing. We're going to have the 2 ends. I'm going to show you those. Here are your 2 ends. Each of these are identical. You can see that's where the heat was. That was the inside, but you can flip it around. It doesn't matter. Those 2 are identical, and then you have 2 sides. One is like this, and one is like this. And at the bottom, you have 2 tabs that go into these 2 notches. There's a trick to putting this together. Now, the very first time I used it, I was sitting down. Don't do it sitting down. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a video up while I'm talking to show you the proper way to do it. Don't do it sitting down. I was doing it out of comfort, just sitting in my chair by the campsite, and it was awkward as heck, man. I had a hard time. After that, the next time I've been using it, the simple thing is to put it together sitting down on the ground. That's the best way. But what you want to do is you want to take one of these. I'm not going to be able to do this standing up. I can guarantee it. But what you want to do is you want to take one of these, one of the sides. You're going to take an end, just like that. You're going to take another end, just like that. The slots are not that tight. They have a little play, but that's good. So, because if it's too tight, it's almost impossible to put together. And then when you have this sitting down, I'm not going to do this. This is going to fall. You're going to want to take the other one, and it will go right in, and then you'll guide it into the slots. It's not that hard, guys. It really goes together very well, and it's an excellent little stove because once this is inside your pack, you know, you put this on the back of your pack where it's up against your spine, that takes up no room. Of course, not like this, put it in the bag, but it takes up no room in your pack. And for me, 14 ounces for what this offers, hands down, I love it. I'm going to use this a lot on the channel. You're going to see me use it. And I might take this out on some stealth camps where I don't want the flames touching the ground. And if I want to have a little fire, just something for me to enjoy. But this is a nice thing to have if you want to cook outdoors and you can't have, you know, a fire pit or something like that. Has a lot of options. I recommend this little stove, and I don't see me ever wearing it out. It's just impossible. For me, it's not going to wear out. Has great air holes, let ventilation in, and of course, the seal at the bottom at the V is not, you know, airtight, so you are getting some airflow there. It creates a monstrous little flame. And I paid $8.79 for my stove. There are other variations of this on Temu that go for different prices, but that's what I paid for this one. And of course, if you end up purchasing any of this stuff, it always varies by who's selling it at what time, but usually it's only about $1 or so difference. Now next up, as you can see here, I got this military shoulder bag, which I love. It is made way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really cheap, really bad stitching, but guys, honestly, it's not. I'm going to walk you through, show you the pockets. It's a great bang for the buck. And when I purchased it, I paid $5.19. As I said before, they're going to find other variations of this. And this one comes in 6 colors, but of course, I love the OG green. Of course, after taking it off, I got to fix everything because it knocked my mic off and my hat. My scale, it weighs anywhere from 9 to 10 ounces. It is a shoulder bag, so if anyone's familiar with those, you already understand how that works. It has some Molle webbing on the front. These are double and triple stitched, it looks like, where they one over it and one over it, so that it does look like you could put something of a little weight, something that, you know, that would be hanging off the front of you. You don't want anything like tipping you over, but you could hang some stuff here like that coffee spoon. It has a small pocket on the outside. The zippers on this are not YKK zippers at all, but they do function great. They are very, very smooth. Now on the first pocket, you just have a pocket. It's just a pocket. There's nothing fancy about it. Looks like it's, you can see I can put my whole hand in it. It has one little pocket above it. It is a small little zipper, but that pocket goes behind the front pocket. So you do have something you can slip in there, wallet, keys, etc. It does come with some Velcro up front, so you could interchange that and put on whatever you want. I want to get some American flags. I'm going to get a whole bunch of those really, but I want to put an American flag on this one. And the next one, I'll show you what's on that one, which I love. It has a bigger pocket, of course, in the back, the big pocket. And then inside that pocket, it has a inner pocket, which almost acts like a, I don't know, like a water sleeve and a backpack. It almost acts like that, but of course, you could put anything you want in there. You probably put your wallet in there if you wanted. But it does work great. It is a great backpack. I think maybe in the future, I'm going to use this on an outing, probably on the front with my backpack on. And honestly, for those who do carry, this would offer you a good carry option in the front, so you could reach everything. Last but certainly not least is this awesome tactical Molle Rip-Away EMT pouch. Guys, this thing is so freaking cool, and I paid $7.64 with it. Please keep an eye on the measurements so you guys are aware. This has so many features and options. I absolutely love it. But first of all, of course, we're going to go with the Molle webbing on the front. You have the Molle webbing and the attachments for anything you want to put this on. Forgive the noise, but of course, as you all know, it's rip-away. So if you had this attached to your pack or whatever you had attached to it and you needed to get to it immediately, you just grab it and pull it. This is all Velcro, and this is the part you attach to either your bag or whatever you want to attach to, and then you can get to your medical kit as fast as you want to. It works very well, and it does hold very well. On the back of this, it also has a strap. You have a grab handle. There's nothing on the side, and then you just open her up. The zippers are just like the shoulder bag I showed early. They're made of exactly the same. They work exactly the same. They're not YKK, but if I had to guess, I would say they're darn close to being YKK quality. They work very well. Now inside, this is my kit I'm keeping in my truck right now. I absolutely love it. But you have pockets everywhere, more webbing inside to hang stuff. You have loops to put your keys or whatever you want to hang from. You have an individual pouch here where you can see things. I have some of my sutures and stuff like that in there, emergency sutures. But you have more adjustable straps here which flex in and out. They are also double straps, so you have something you can put here and something you can put something behind it. It has a great big pocket here which you can put all your stuff. I have more emergency stuff, scissors, etc., etc. But I'm sure you guys can see the use of this product. It's just amazing for just over $7, guys, and it works very well. I would recommend getting this even just for a EDC bag or emergency bag, anything like that that you want to put. But I'm thinking about getting more of these little bags for other reasons for the channel, just because I see so much potential and use of them. And guys, the quality is there, which blows my mind for the amount that we paid for this. Just unreal quality for the price. Now, like I said earlier, I love this, but of course you can take these off. This whole front is Velcro. You can change that. You can put whatever you want on here and make this bag whatever you want. But I do love the fact that it comes with the cross, the medical symbol that I can put there. Of course, I might put a flag or something else in the future. But that is, without a doubt, one of my greatest finds to this date on the channel on Temu. It just can't be beat. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like it and you like the quality, you like my goofiness, please subscribe. It's a small click for you, but it helps the channel in so many ways. I do have more Temu products. Keep an eye out for them. They'll be out sooner or later when I'm done testing them. I've easily got 10 more. I just bought them just to see how they do. But keep an eye on them, guys. The videos will be coming up soon, as well as with further adventures. Bye for now.